A very good morning, class 12. Today, through this video, we will learn about social loofing. Let's start. Okay, today we'll start up with influence of group on individual behavior. We have already seen that groups are very powerful and they are able to influence the behavior of the individuals. Now we'll study what is the nature of this influence. What impact does the presence of others have on our performance? In this section, children will be discussing two situations. First situation is an individual performing an activity alone in the presence of others. This is called social facilitation. I'll give you the example of social facilitation. For example, you, uh, any child is reciting a poem in the class in the presence of others. Others are acting as audience. Now this might increase his performance. He will be able to recite it very nicely. There are other factors also responsible for it. Maybe the poem is very easy, maybe the child is very confident, okay, and it might lower his performance also because he might get nervous. Okay, so this is the example of social facilitation. Now let us see the second situation which I was talking about. An individual performing an activity along with others as a part of larger group. Many people, this is called social loafing first, which we'll discuss in detail in this video. Now just let's take an example to explain social loafing. When children play tug of war, so many people are there. This side also 15 member, this side also 15 member, and you are just playing with the rope. Now whether you pull it with greater force or not, whether you pull it with the lesser force, who is going to observe you? As one person, okay? Out of that one person, who is going to observe you? So this affects our performance in the presence of others. Now I am going to discuss social loafing in. Okay, students, see. Social loafing is the reduction in an individual effort when working on a collective task. That is one in which outputs are pooled, okay, with those of other member. I repeat my example of tug of war to explain you again this concept of social loafing, which I had explained you in introduction. It is not possible for you to identify how much force each member of the team has been exerting. Such situations, give chances to group members to relax and become a free rider. This phenomena is called social loafing. Now let us discuss the study done by Latney and his associates, who asked a group of male students to clap their hands as loudly as possible, as they were interested in knowing how much noise people make in the social settings. Okay. They varied the group size. Individuals were either alone or in group of 2, 4 or 6. The results of the study showed that although the total number of noise rose up as the size increased, it is natural, children, if 2 children are clapping or if 6 children are clapping, the noise will increase. The amount of noise produced by each participant dropped. In other words, each participant put in less effort as the group size increased. Now, if we put it this way, if 10 children are clapping, and who is going to make it out? Who can make it out whether Mr. A is clapping at the greater speed? Voice is being recorded, isn't it? So you cannot judge. There is diffusion of. I'll be discussing the characteristics of social loafing. Then I'll be telling you what are the reasons. Sorry, not the characteristics, but the reasons of social loafing. Therein, I'll be telling you that why this happens. This happens due to diffusion of responsibility. No one will know whether Mr. A is clapping with greater force or whether Mr. B is clapping with greater force. Okay, and this experiment is given very clearly in your NCERT. Whatever I am teaching through these videos, it's all in your book. Side by side, you can read your books and then listen. You'll be able to understand in a very better way. Okay, now we'll start up. What are the reasons? What is the explanation given for this kind of behavior which the people indulge in according to? Okay, so the first reason for social loafing is diffusion of responsibility is there in these types of groups. See, group member feel less responsible for overall task being performed. Okay, and therefore they exert less effort. Tug of war, it is a team effort. So whether who is going to ask me whether how will I be only responsible for losing the game? Who all members will be responsible. So let it be. Let it go. Then next reason why the people behave the way they behave in a larger group is that motivation of the members decreases because they realize that their contribution will not be evaluated on the individual basis. Like Mr. A will not be given a star, or Mr. A will not be given any incentive even if he or she puts her best effort in that game or in that work which he is involved in. Okay. Now, the next point, the other reason could be there is lack of coordination among the members in the team. Okay. Now we will see how we can reduce this social loafing. So we can reduce this social loafing by making the efforts of each person identifiable. See, when it will be very clear that Mr. A is clapping with a greater force, when it will be very clear, then he will does his work very nicely. So we should make, in a group also, we should make individual efforts identifiable. Like, in this school, just take an example of a school. There are 10 teachers working. Now each teacher does something. Her effort should be identified. Then other teachers will also adopt it. Okay, so next is increasing the pressure to work hard. Okay, that in the group also it should be pressure should be there for the people to work hard. This can be done by making each group member committed to successful task performance. Then children, next point is by increasing the importance or value of the task to explain the group that this task is really very important. So please take it seriously and put all individually, you should put great efforts in it. Then make the people feel that their individual contribution is important. Then strengthening group cohesiveness, which increases the motivation for successful group outcome. So with this, I finish this topic of social loofing. Hope it is clear to you. Otherwise, you can write your comments, write your doubts in the comment box.